Hi everyone. Today another episode of Time to Reflect. It's Sunday, 5 September, and I'm gonna make this a second episode for the 2021 series. And it's talking about having a plan in life, or in general, having a purpose, having a plan. And that's pretty important to me because you need to have certain things to keep you motivated. We all have dreams, we all have hopes, we all have wishes, um, but are those things really so difficult or impossible to reach, or can you work towards it? So it's very important to have a plan. Let me tell you about my plan to make it a little bit more clear. I started a new job a couple of months ago. It's in InfoSec, information security. There's a lot of information out there on the internet, a lot of courses, and my background is more of a business IT background. So I want to get more information into depth, also about hackers and how the technique work and how do they exploit systems, things like that. But before this will turn into an IT podcast, let's go back to just having a plan, and having that plan that will keep you on the right track. People with no ambition and too much free time, they will do stupid stuff. And I was one of them, when you don't really have a purpose in your life. So having a purpose is pretty important, I think. Also, things that I want to do. I used to drink quite some beer. 2-3 liters a weekend was nothing for me. Sometimes you make the wrong choices when it comes to food, so not eating the right food. So I try to work out and try to eat better now, and that will result in me feeling better and sleeping better. Like when I just speak it out, it all makes so much sense. But when you don't do it, you go down this rabbit hole, right? Before you know it, all the things that make sense don't make sense no more, and you just can't see straight. So, I try to reduce alcohol. I am already, like in the previous podcast, I talked about this. In the weekend, yeah, I would like to drink the occasional beer, but I don't want it ruining my night's sleep no more. I'm 36, I have responsibilities. When I just skip a night, it's gonna hunt me. It's gonna bite me in the ass. So I can't have that. It's just the occasional drink, having a laugh, having a ball, but I don't need to be stupidly drunk at the end of the evening no more. I don't need that no more. It's great for relaxation and just listening to music and just doing deviant stuff, but I don't have that age no more. And I have too much responsibilities and also plans for myself. So I already talked to you that I want to work out and try to eat better. Like that doesn't really take a lot of planning, working out maybe twice a week. So that's something you have to take in consideration with your schedule. But also a main purpose. I want to evolve in this industry that I just worked for, right? For a lot of people, a job is a purpose in life. I agree I agree to a certain degree, because it is what you do 40-50 hours a week. So if you're good at it, you like it better, and things will be easier on you. Also depending on your character, of course, but I like to know as much as I can get. Knowledge is power. It is true. So having a schedule to study, to work out, and try to eat better, that's all the things that I consider in having a purpose and having a plan. Also, planning your downtime. I might be 36, but I still like to play a video game from time to time. This is the channel that you look for. And we combine it with an occasional podcast like this. So I like playing video games, but you can also do other things, paint the walls, visit cities, improve things around the house, stuff like that. To summarize it, having a purpose, having a plan is quite important, I think, in life, because you can plan out certain stuff. Because, like in certain countries, they have a 5-year plan, right? The communism or something, right? Communism had a 5-year plan, like we're here now, and we want to reach that. So they do that in order to be effective and try to reach that goal in 5 years. And we in the West also do that. When you look at the environmental planning and the Paris Treaty or whatever it's called, that they want to reduce CO2 emissions by 2030, stuff like that. So they have a plan that they work towards, right? That's the goal, that's the end goal. And how we're going to do that, you have to reassess and reevaluate every week. But having that plan and that goal in mind really makes sure that you are effective also with your time. And it makes you get up in the morning, even if you have a bullshit job. And I used to be there, man. I used to be there that I really don't have no purpose in life. I don't know what's next or how to make a move. And the thought alone was already tiring enough, You're just stuck in a dark place. But if you say, let's say, for instance, you make a career switch or also things in your spare time. You think there's a nice car, I want to own this and that car, and it's unreachable. I just put away this much savings each month and I will reach in 2 years, I can buy that car. Things like that, it can be on so many levels. But I think it's very important for everybody that lives their life from day to day just to have a plan. Have a plan, because a wise man once told me, if you don't plan for your future, you don't have none. And I think that concludes this podcast. Having a purpose, having a plan. For me, it's working out, eating better, and studying. And that's all I'm going to do this fall. I don't know what's going to happen with COVID and all the stuff around it. I have no idea what's going to happen. But it probably won't affect me as much because I already planned for a lot of things to do indoors, right? So yeah, you also got to adjust to the situation, what's happening out there in the world, but also what's happening in your small little own world. So that's basically what I want to talk about today. I hope you like these podcasts. Yeah, I call them podcasts. It's just an audio file basically that I just broadcast to the world. This channel gonna be all about audio recording, video recording, and a lot of streaming of games in this fall. And I have 2 other channels about information security, and I have one about cars, because those are my hobbies, right? Information security, IT, cars, been my hobby since I was 6 weeks old. And this, playing computer games, man, I was hooked on computer games before I was 10. Before. I'm from the generation, if this is a computer channel basically. I mean, my first computer was a 286, right? A 286, 386. I'm talking the late 80s, early 90s. That's where I already had my first computer on my own room. No internet, no nothing, just floppy disks and CD-ROM. So my build year, my model year is 85. So I'm 36 at the moment. So. But if you want me to talk about computers or whatever, maybe I might do that. We're gonna close it here before things get out of hand. Okay, enjoy your sunny Sunday, and we'd like to catch you guys in the next one.